This year in English Faculty 9 January, we have not only interviewed a bunch of amazing authors, but their fantastic works that they've written. Some of these include Matt de la Peña, who wrote the things, There's More to Playing Ball Than Just Playing Ball, Alan Shara with Pinata Theory, Eric Nguyen with The Things We Lose to Water, and many more. Out of those, all the ones we've read, those three have stuck to me the most, and I'd like to start talking about Matt's and how in Matt's little, I guess, short story or what little prose, we're following the story of Matt, a basketball player who goes to spend some time with a weekend with the Presswoods, uh, not only a wealthier but well-off family compared to his own. And as the story develops, you come to see that Matt could have a better life with the Presswoods. He'd have more opportunities if he used to move in with them. But at the very end of the book, he chooses not to because he wants to continue to be with his family because that's where he feels a place where he belongs. So the story not only follows the trend of family, themes of family, but also has finding yourself and also finding the place where you belong. And I feel that it really touched how even without his family, he still feels lost, even though they might be colder and not be like might be like the Presswoods, but yet it's where he would like to stay. Then we have Pinata Theory by Alan Shahazaro, which is a book of poems that dives into what it is to be Mexican American. And up till my point in my life, me being Mexican American myself, I have yet to read any poetry or works by a Mexican American. I just don't know. I don't know. It's never come up. So it was honestly very eye opening, but also like very relatable, you know. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things about literature is you can write down something, you can put your heart and soul into something, and be able to connect with other people through it. And not only does it show understanding, but also shows the people who have been through it that they're not alone. You know, I mean, in one of his poems, it talks about the boxing match with Oscar de la Hoya and the other one, and how he, as a Mexican American, the one boxer was booed, but he himself was Mexican American, so he related to the boxer. So as he booed, he also realized, is he booing himself, which is super powerful and I think just amazing. And I really hope people come to understand that sometimes it can be brutally painful to be Mexican American, especially not only having a strong Mexican culture, but trying to grow up in a new country where your family doesn't really know any of it, but still want to connect to yourself. And Eric Nguyen, I mean, a fantastic he wrote his story, a bunch of short stories about what it means to be a Vietnamese immigrant and how I didn't know a lot about it, you know what I mean? But yeah, it shows that just because I come from an immigrant myself and he himself is one too, doesn't mean that our experiences are the same. And it shows that we've both groups have endured a lot of pain in their life. And it's very interesting. You can not only pick up the book, but learn from it and come to understand that you do have a lot more in common, but also a lot more things not in common, which isn't always a bad thing. And it isn't always a great thing, but I feel what I picked up most from this class is how much you can learn through literature. And I was during one of our live sessions that it was said that write the book that you think is most necessary in our world. And honestly, as a future author myself, I think it's put a lot into perspective in the type of book I want to write. You know, I want to write using life, um, my life experiences to help connect with other people and show them the type of life that I live, but not only that, but show that people who are like me out there that they're not alone and that there are other people like them, and it's okay to be anxiety ridden, anxious, super awkward. That's a big one. But anyways, yeah, that's it. But I truly enjoyed this class, and I really do hope to continue to read more from these authors, especially Matt. I mean, he was my favorite of all of them. But this was probably the best class I've taken this semester.